हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
बाप दादा के पास 15 दिन की चार्ट का बहुत बच्चों का रिजल्ट आया। एक बार तो बाप दादा ने चारों ओर ये रिजल्ट में देखी कि मेजॉरिटी बच्चों का अटेंशन रहा है। परसेंटेज जितनी स्वयं भी चाहते हैं उतनी नहीं है, परंतु अटेंशन है। और दिल में जो तीव्र पुरुषार्थी बच्चे हैं वो अपने प्रतिज्ञा को पूरा करने के लक्ष्य से आगे बढ़ भी रहे हैं और आगे बढ़ते बढ़ते मंजिल पर पहुंची जाए। नारद जी अभी भी कभी अलग में और कभी आलस के वश अटेंशन भी कम दे रहे। उनका एक विशेष स्लोगन है, हो ही जाएंगे, जाएंगे, जाना है नहीं, जाएंगे, हो ही जाएगा। ये अलग जाना ही है। ये तीव्र पुरुषार्थ बाप दादा वायदे बहुत सुनते हैं, बार बार वायदे बहुत अच्छे करते हैं। बाप दादा को भी वायदे इतने अच्छे मन से करते हैं जो उस समय बाप दादा को भी बच्चे दिल कुछ मिठाई खिला देते हैं, बाप भी खा लेते हैं, लेकिन वायदा अर्थात पुरुषार्थ में ज्यादा से ज्यादा फायदा। अगर फायदा नहीं तो फायदा समृद्ध नहीं। तो फायदा भले करो फिर भी दिल कुछ मिठाई तो खिलाते हो। साथ साथ तीव्र पुरुषार्थ की लगन को अखंड रूप में लाओ, ज्वालामुखी बनो। समय पर मान रहे हुए जो भी मन किए, समन संपर्क की हिसाब किताब है, उसको ज्वाला स्वरूप से पसंद करो। लगन है इसमें बाप दादा भी पास करते हैं, लगन है, लेकिन अभी लगन को अखंड रूप में लाओ।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये ओर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Perform the dance of harmonizing sanskars. Sanskars, same as BapDada. When someone has easy and sweet sanskars, then these sanskars are in that one's form. When your sanskar become the same as BapDada's, then BapDada's form will be visible to everyone. Just as BapDada is, so his virtues, his duty, his words, his thoughts will be experienced identically. It will emerge from everyone's lips that this one looks the same as BapDada. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 26. Perform the dance of harmonizing sanskars. Today's topic, sanskars same as BapDada. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. When first we got the introduction, the definition of soul, we understood that soul has three abilities. Om Shanti. When we got the definition, introduction of the soul, before that we didn't know that soul has three faculties. One is power to think, that is called mind. Then there is power to discern, and that is called intellect. And then whatever is decided, we perform action. And when we perform action, it leaves a impression or imprint, and that is called sanskar. If you do something 5 times, 6 times, it becomes a sanskar. Sanskars within the soul originally of good qualities, love, purity, peace, very natural. But when there is body consciousness, then those change. It becomes ego. It could be hatred, jealousy, any kind of negative traits. Because whole energy from sato to rajo, rajo to tamo. And now we have to transform tamo, dark, to the light, to pure. So Baba gives us the aim. You are my children, and you all have inherent qualities like me. I think most of us realize, but for me it was so easy because since I understand myself, I always thought that we all have God's qualities in us. Only what has happened, as Baba says, from full moon, it has become what they call it, the last degrees of the moon. So same has happened with us. We lost our purity. And it's not something new for us to be pure, because we were pure. And then we became impure. It's not that we were impure and becoming pure. We have to just reclaim our qualities. So to becoming like Baba, it's just realization. Baba's qualities remove sorrow, give happiness. be free from bondage, and experience liberation. Any of the divine act of Baba becomes our quality also. But some things are more important. So Baba is saying when someone has easy and sweet sanskars, then these sanskars are in that one's form. When your sanskars become the same as BapDada's, then BapDada's form will be visible in everyone. It's not the publicity, it's not what you talk, but to reveal Baba is from your image. As Baba said, could be from your easy nature, sweetness, care, all these beautiful qualities. So Baba says, just as BapDada, so are his children. His duty, his words, his thoughts will be experienced identically. It will emerge from everyone's lips that this one looks the same as BapDada. Churn, experience, and become embodiment. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Welcome to Peace Village.
Who is this? Can't see.
Shireen.
Shireen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I was there. How is it going in Peace Village?
Oh, it's going. Everyone seems to be happy, right? I heard they all are enjoying, happy. Yesterday, when I went to offer bhog, all were sitting almost. And there was so much silence and very, very good atmosphere. I was a little bit surprised. I said, it's such a large number, but they are all so punctual and quiet, and it's like they are receiving a lot, right? But I also heard that they're enjoying their food a lot.
Yes.
So the
One of
mothers,
the benefits of the confluence age. we get
mothers
to-
are saying that, oh, they like this, so we make this, we like this, so we make it. So anyway, they are happy.
How do you feel being back there?
I feel same, no, as I was. In peace,
Okay.
because Peace Village has its own atmosphere, energy, and
Mhm.
so Sister Gayatri is here.
Oh,
You will
great. We're waiting for her.
अभी तो ज्यादा ही हो गए पहले.
She wanted to ask you something from yesterday. I think she wanted to do a continuation. I can't hear what's going on there. I have a few questions, Didi. if
थोड़ा
she-
ना इधर आ जाओ आप.
I was thinking of
Hold on a minute. Yes, you want to go first and then I'll continue from last night.
Okay, I just have one question. because I'm really curious what from last night. One of the things Didi Baba was saying in the Avyak signal today was that if you're sweet and virtuous, then everyone will look at you and will see BapDada. I was thinking about Dadi Gulzar, and let's say Dadi Gulzar and Dadi Janki. Both of them had all of the virtues, and both of them were very, everything. They had everything, all the powers, all of the virtues. But somehow you saw Dadi Gulzar and you felt more like, oh, you're seeing BapDada. Towards the end, even Dadi Janki, I used to feel that, like the last few years, that Baba was there. So how is it then when Baba is saying people will see Baba? How does this work? Will it be like Dadi Gulzar seeing Baba or Dadi Janki seeing Baba?
I think everyone has different feelings and experience. And because some, like Dadi Gulzar, always had been very introverted, always thought very little, talked very little. And as she mentions that since she was 9, 10 years old, when she came with her mother in Yagya, Baba told her that her eyes will do a lot of service and doesn't allow her to play with other children. Said, you can't be ordinary. You have to remain very alaukic and very special. And we know that how her eyes were very still and gave a lot of clear message, right? So Dadi Janki was like impractical, like BapDada, in the sense that the care she did for everyone, she was really very kind and compassionate. And one thing she does was bestowing and giving all the time, whatever. If she will see, like during winter, when double foreigners go, she will always get some woolen jackets because she knows sometimes they don't bring enough. So she would like to. So her act and her activities were more like Baba. And Dadi Gulzar's personality was more like Baba. One was quiet and one was active. That's the difference.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Didi.
So, Sister Mohini, tonight I'm not on camera. Shireen can stay on camera with her smile. And I'll ask you the questions. I want to continue from last night, talking about or getting to know Sister Mohini a little bit better. Because as I said last night, there are many of our brothers and sisters here who would like you to come closer to you then. Let's put it that way, as the senior, and the way we used to try to come closer to the daddies by getting to know them. So we talked about you being one of the trans messengers, and right now one of the main trans messengers of Baba. We also talked about you coming with your whole family to Baba, and you yourself talked about it was one of the first in which whole families were beginning to return after a period of saying Baba was, the families were being split. So that was a tremendous service, because up to today, the family is still doing service in both Lokik and subtle ways. And then we talked about you being one of the first graduates. The sisters who was that generation were all university graduates coming to Baba. So there was like a glory that each one of you would have brought to Baba's name. And it was a time in which it wasn't just surrender on the basis of bhavana, but it was also surrender on the basis of the intellect. So today I want to talk about that period of time when you came, and I want to particularly talk about your relationship with BapDada, with Brahma Baba in particular, but also with the seniors and with Mama and with Didi in particular. You had very strong relationships with them. And so when you came, Sister Mohini, and you graduated, and Baba kind of nurtured you through that period of your graduating, and Baba sent you on service, what was it he said to you that that made you feel that you were so special to him? Because I know he used to send you on a lot of special service. And so how did he not only made you feel special, but how did he see your specialty?
Oh, Shanti. Think of something about 60 years ago. Because I am now with Yagya for almost 63 years. First I saw sisters or BKs, Dadis, when I was 11 years old. They had come from Mount Abu in 1952 to Delhi to find how they can do service. So they knew my grandfather and our family from before partition, that is from Pakistan. So some or other they found out that we are here. So they came to visit. But because one of my mother's sister and her husband, they had got married. And when the Wandli began, they left home. So my grandfather was very hurt. And so he had withdrawn and he said, I have nothing to do with Omandi because my daughter just got married and she left. And I don't want other children to follow. So some or other, there was such a big, what he put as restriction on all of us, that no one can see them, no one can meet. But they were good people in the sense of, even my uncles, they all were in government, good positions. So whatever help they needed, like they needed a place or telephone, so they will keep helping, but they didn't wanted us to meet them and be part of them. But then, we all were grown up with the time. I think I was about 16 or so that a center began near our home. So sisters start saying, why don't you come? And by the time we were not with grandparents, not an extended family, each one of us had our own. So I started taking my mother, at least she should go. But, sisters like Kanyas, you all know that, because they know that they can surrender. And so they start Didi Mohini, Rukmani Dadi, some of them were in Delhi, Dadi Kulzar, all-rounder Dadi, all Dadis were in Delhi. So they start giving us a lot of, love and sustenance. At that time, for us was love more. But then when Baba came to know, and so Baba was saying what is important is knowledge. So then I took course, and Dadi Janki came to know, she was in Pune. So I think what there was appreciation was, how do we understand knowledge? And then how do we give knowledge to others? Because all those Dadis didn't know Hindi language. So that means we have to take them, introduce them, and then they will talk. Mixed language, Hindi, some English big words, like they will say philanthropist. So people will say it seems they know English. Then so they will use big words which Baba used in the Murli. So some or other, when people will ask question, then we will tell them in simple language. So a very good way the part began where we start helping them to begin the service, to start the centers. When I think of that time, it was interesting but very different. But then because we saw that very traditional way of living and be obedient, be regular, be punctual, and looking at how, like Didi will say, after lunch, everyone should rest. And we were very young. Why will we rest after lunch? She will say, after a little while, whatever we are saying, you will realize. Because you all wake up early morning. And then you all have to have full evening teaching and going for talks and all that. Or even for food, we will say, we won't eat dinner or we won't eat lunch. Say no 3 times, little bit, whatever is needed. So there was a particular way they taught us, but lot of attention on was our words. They immediately will say, speak the words which are like blessings. Always say things which is like a blessing. Any common words, ordinary words we spoke, she won't like it. So then we realize that our Brahmin dictionary is very small now. Now you cannot say this one is crazy or mad. You can say less sensible, but not. I mean, people do say these days Brahmins use a lot of words which we were taught not to use, so we don't use. And one of the things which I definitely learned was I just focus on my efforts and what I have to do. Be very clear your efforts and do what you have to do. Because I was not really a person who until now look at who does what. I said, well, their karma is their part, they play it. If I have to do out of duty sometimes, but that also. So that way, you know, you remain focused, your energy is invested in the right way. Even around you, the people who are, whatever they do it. So I feel that their sustenance of that is definitely helped me because whenever they said, they always talked about Baba Murli. Like Dadi Janki, Dadi, whenever they said, what did Baba say this morning? What did Baba say? They only talked about knowledge. Never sat and talked about who is what and all that. So I think by observing that, it became my sanskar that just go my part. Why am wasting anything for what, for whom? So I remember one of the things Brahma Baba used to like in all of us was these our royal habits and, you know, like Baba will say anything wrong you see anywhere, you come and tell Baba. Like for me in my life, I don't want to say anything for anyone. And because I was taught to give blessings, I can't. So what, after a little while, that sister went to Baba and said, Baba, that is happening. Baba said, but you told me once, no? She said, yes. So why are you saying second time? Because now it will become your habit to see that. And I never forget that Baba never liked we go and repeat it, we say it again, or we say it again. So some of the things which I learned from Brahma Baba. And also, since childhood, even I am not a person who will sit and gossip, or, I was like, keep to yourself and do whatever best you can do. So I learned a lot. And I think one thing is that the love which we had for, even there was a gap of, they were in tapasya 14 years. And myself and some of us had just come out of university. So we had different style, right? So there was a big gap between how we sit and do and how, because they were in tapasya 14 years. So one day we all sat to fill the gap, because we always saw them like they are different and we are different. And of course we got teachings. So one day we sat with them and said, how do we fill in this gap? So a kind of partnership where we will tell them what they have to be like to be in the world, right? Because they were entering the world. So they didn't know many things. So we will say, you are supposed to be doing this. And they will test us how for us to be in yajna, what yajna expect from us. So a very nice partnership of learning began. And that was also we were in Bombay, all of us, and Didi said, let's all meet and see how we bridge this gap between you and all of us. We were the second ones, and they are the original ones, foundation. But then there was, as I said, gap of we being in modern world and they being in tapasya. And gradually, it's like, we start compromising. Otherwise, like we say, how can we do this? It's not possible. And then they used to see that they have to come and to be in the world and be in service with us. So a very, very good relationship was formed. I don't know, that's what you want to hear or something else.
Yes, that's what I want to hear. And I know your relationship with Brahma Baba was extremely loving and learning. And of course, that in a way made you inculcate a lot of the things that he's saying, follow the Father.
Yeah.
You started with the Dadis, and that partnership, it's a very beautiful way that you described it. It was a partnership of two worlds coming together, a world of tapasya and a modern world. And I think that kept recurring in the yagya, in which the foreign world and your world, and then the millennials and your world, which means the ones who are young today. And so it's an interesting, the two worlds coming together in your life. But with Brahma Baba, you were close to the Dadis, you learned from them, you helped them, there was a partnership. But then Brahma Baba looked at you and knew that you were going to be the instrument to do certain things. And you started serving people at a very high professional level. So much so that I don't know people know, but you, as a professional woman in your days, you actually were in the who is who of professional women, the Asian version.
Mm-hmm.
And in those days, it takes a lot for someone to get in the who is who of professional women in the Asian region. So it wasn't something ordinary, it was something quite extraordinary. And so Brahma Baba saw all of that. And then he said to you, create a museum. And you created that museum. Then he said to you, go to Jammu Kashmir and open a center. Jammu Kashmir, really? But you did it. And then he asked you, someone very high up, and I'm not giving the details because I want you to talk about it, invited Baba as his guest in Delhi. and tents were put up, and the rain came. And whose finger did Baba take? And whose head or shoulders he put that responsibility on? So what was this relationship between you and Baba that made you so special to him that he called on you to do the special things of that era?
I think he must have seen the part, or today I really feel happy but proud that there was some kind of that trust. And I'm happy that he wanted us to be like heroes, active and doing new things. And also he used to call me that you are Mohini and Mohan. So I said, why are you calling me? He said, again, because creating and generating is generally boys, for the family. And I was instrument maybe able to do that. So I used to feel happy. I don't know what he noticed, and I never see I had anything special. I always felt I'm special, that's for sure. But the way he taught us, asked us to do, so from Lokik, both families, because when we came with whole family, then we were able to serve again many different ways. Like as you mentioned, one of my uncle was, so we were able to get first truck in the Yagya or first bus in the, a lot of different things. And I don't know what he saw, but he always said service is very important. So we went on holidays to Kashmir, and I asked, can I go with my family? And I was about, 20, 21. And Baba said, yes, you can go only if you open center there. So now we are looking for the house instead of going to different places. And a lot of interesting stories happened at that time in Srinagar. I was there for almost 5 years between Jammu, Srinagar, Pathankot, all that area. And then I came back, and then I came abroad. I think that also the education which Baba said. So I took history, political science, and journalism, because to serve the world, you need to know a little bit about world. Even for Dadi Janki, that was not necessary, but in our time. So that helped to travel, go to conferences in East first, then West. Finally, I used to come and go. I mean, what he was able to see in me, and it's only when I play part, then I say, maybe this is what he saw, this is what he saw. He used to keep us very close, call us maybe 4 or 5 times. This is Baba is thinking about world service. Then he will call, Baba is thinking about world service. So he will keep calling us. And there were some people who were waiting for appointment for 3 days. They never felt good about us. Why they are always around Baba? Why they are always in Baba's room? And it's not we went, but he will call few times and say, Baba had this thought. Yes, Baba, we will do it. He makes it do or gets it done. I don't know, but it just got done, everything. Whether it was exhibition, museum in Jaipur, then Agra, then Delhi. Then he said, I want bigger center on the main road of Delhi. Said, okay, Baba, we will get it. So I think that is Baba Karan Karavanhar, he is God. He can make us nimit, but you can also be nimit if there are certain qualities. One day, Abhyak BapDada, it was personal time. Everyone used to get. And that time, I don't know if guys, if you remember, there were many VIPs went. You know, Carazo went from Costa Rica. Then there was a guru, very famous one. And then there was Robert Muller. There were many, about 9 VIPs from UN, other political field, went to Madhuban. So Abhyak BapDada said, you all did good service. I said, but Baba, if you do it, why you praise us? Baba said, if you become instrument, but also you are not aware that I'm instrument, then Baba makes you instrument for unlimited. I never forget that. Because we always remember, I gave course to this one. I was instrument for this one. This always comes in. I did this. We know it's Baba, but still we say. So what Baba is saying, if you go even beyond that consciousness, I as an instrument, Baba will make you instrument for unlimited. So some of the blessings which Baba gave were very, very interesting. And I always remember that he's the one, you know, like when I couldn't travel because of health issues or whatever. Then COVID came, Dadi left, and we started evening chit chat. Just 5, 6 of us, those who stay together. And from there, we have become such a big Vyakti Parivar. It's 4 years now. And I said to Baba, I can't travel, but at least everyone we can meet, you know. So somewhere I always think that it's not just Brahma Baba, but even our relationship with God is it of total surrender, total honesty. Nobody gives service to anyone. That's what I know. When people come and say to me, I didn't get, I said, Baba gives, no. You become worthy, let Baba use you as much as. I always tell them, because a lot of little things here, there happen. I said, you tell Baba and see how it works. Right? Baba is the one who fulfills. Baba is the one who makes you instrument, right? So one thing I still in my heart feel Baba's, Brahma Baba's love also. He loved everyone. If you hear a story from everyone will say it, but I definitely felt very special with Brahma Baba. And then now even, see, we all have different ways to work. I was telling, we had all the teachers from India, that I believe in power of yoga and power of silence. And also be sato, don't be rajo and tamo. Don't mix and tamo is lower. Just remain sato, pure. And many things will happen with power of yoga. Even the obstacles can be removed with power of yoga. I still serve that way, even if I am here, because every day some issues come, very big organization. And I just say, this is what I feel, this should be done. Then is drama. And remember, Baba gives Sakash, everything will be okay. And everyone is now saying that I don't say, I don't get involved much, because I have limited energy and I want to use it. I don't want to just spend it anywhere, right? Either listening or I just say, well, this is my energy. I can hear your things this much and let's do yoga. And from there, we will get energy and situation will also be resolved. So different way, everyone works in a different way. So yeah, Baba is still with us, right?
And in closing, Sister Mohini, 2 things. I'd like you to take up or take us into the depth of that when you are not aware that you are an instrument and Baba is using you as an instrument. He then uses you for unlimited service. I'd really like to know more about that. But I'd like you to close with that story that when Baba woke you up after the hurricane and held your finger, because you do have a very special relationship with BapDada, but especially with Brahma Baba, because you were very young when you lost your lucky father. And I think when you met Baba at 11 years old, Baba fulfilled whatever was the void inside of you. So he also, you like have 3 in 1, like Dadi Nirmal Shanta, your lucky father, your spiritual father, and your alokik father in one. So I wanted to say that because holding your finger and taking you through that night storm is connected to that deep love that you felt for Baba, and Baba obviously had for you as a daughter.
One thing also I just say, it's not in this topic, make everyone feel worthy. Make everyone feel how special and valuable they are. That's what I love to do, and that's what Baba did to me. We were hosting one of the students from the center. I was in Delhi, was Director General of Meteorological Department. And they had these British houses. And British houses, they are big lawns, big houses. So he was there, and when Baba comes, then there are 2,000 at that time, 62. So now where will they sit? So they were looking for the place with the lawns. And we offered the place, and Baba stayed 21 days. And I was hosting. There were many of us. So there were tents, and people will come in buses in the morning for Murli. And one midnight it start raining. That means all the lawns will be wet. And if people come, where will they sit? So myself and later on my sister-in-law, Sundari, we both were sleeping in the living room because all the rooms we had given to Dadis and Baba. So we were sitting on the floor. There was furniture on sides. We both were there. And my sleep is like I can feel the presence. So I felt as I opened. And so it was Baba. So Baba said, child, get up. With hand, Baba said, Utho. So I just jumped and I got up. And Baba held my finger and Baba said, took me outside. Daughter, when buses will come, where will they sit? Where will be the Murli? So we had thought that even before. So there was a place which had concrete, So we thought we will try to see how to arrange there. So the way he held my finger, plus Dadi Prakashmani and including Baba, when I went, very new, showed me all the stock. I'm a stock person, you can see from Peace Village. We ate this weekend, but I already ordered everything, and Tuesday it will be full for next retreat. Because if we eat, then we need to fill it. So I've arranged with a shop. We send a list and he just load our van and it comes by Wednesday. So like Baba showed like this, I don't know if he knew that one day I will have to be doing it, or same with Dadi Prakashmani, meeting of engineers, meeting for this. You come and sit. I said, there are so many young ones, why me? You don't want to all the time, but no. So I think maybe they knew that in future, we will have to do all those things. And even now, when we go to Yag, it's not new for me. I know most of the things. I go meet all departments, I call them and see what way we could help them to have everything better and better. Our water system now is very good. Our hygiene is better. Everything because we go and tell them that we have to improve, we have to be better. But all that really because Baba taught and I'm able to do it. So I think this whole thing of responsibility, because if it's my family, I will take responsibility. I tell people. But if it's Yagya, it's my family, right? So it's same thing that I take care of Yagya or I take care of family. So Baba's love really makes us, I think he prepares us for what we have to do in future in Brahman life. That's what I feel that he had prepared me. And that is why when Nirmal Bhai asked me if I can help in Yagya, first I said no. I said my health is not that strong. He said, look at our health. Yours is better than us. I realize it's true because he's older and he's doing more. So I said, okay. But then I realized that all that I had learned, Baba had taught and had been doing it, nothing is new. And just keep to your spirituality, keep to your principles. They always call me a lady of principles. Wherever I am in Yagya too, they कहते हैं सिद्धांतवादी है. That she has her own principle. Because we lose power when we lose principles. Then we try to do what others are doing. But what Baba wants us to do and what Baba has given us as specialties, we have to use them. Okay. So that was the story. There are many stories, but
Thank you, Sister Mohini. Part 3 tomorrow. Ready for part 3? And thank you, Shireen, for holding the space as Didi talked.
Yes, I'm really curious, Didi, about the question Gayatri Ben asked. So I'm going to tune in tomorrow for sure, and please answer it about the instrument, the statement Avyak BapDada made to you about if you're not aware of being an instrument, then Baba will make you instrument for unlimited service.
I think you both also have that quality.
Oh, thank you for your blessing.
And then each one of you can think and be that, right? Okay.
Shanti Didi, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Shanti Parivar. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Gayatri Ben and Shrin Ben. Yes, we'll continue. So tomorrow is a special day again. Tomorrow, please make a note. There are a couple of announcements for tomorrow, as tomorrow is a Global Bhakti Day. The theme for the Bhakti is purity in our thoughts. So it will be from Amritwala till night, including our schedule. We'll have the Bhakti whole day in Avyakti Parivar Zoom. And again, yesterday I had announced about we are in Madhuban Experience Retreat in Peace Village. So we'll also tune into some of the sessions which are happening here in Peace Village. So let's see the schedule. From Amritwala, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. 6 o'clock, Bhakti will start. The Bhakti is continuing. And then we will have Hindi Avik Muli by Mohini Didi, and this will be with the whole big family here in Peace Village, and of course with the Avyakti Parivar. And Bhakti will continue, and then there will be a session from 11:45 to 12:45 p.m. Harmonizing Sanskars by Sister Dorothy. So we'll tune into that from Peace Village to Avyakti Parivar. And then we'll continue with the Bhatti, Avikti children class 1:30 to 3, Avikti youth class 3 to 4. And then Bhatti will continue. Again, there will be a session from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Please make a note. This will be a very special session by Sister Gayatri. So you can also tune into that with Avikti Parivar and Peace Village. Bhatti will continue, followed by Hindi series, English series, and Avikti Journey. Will continue until 8:30. So that's the schedule for tomorrow. Welcome to Avikti Journey. Avik Murlis from 1969, multi-million fold fortune and blessings.
Abhyakt Murli, 21st of March, 1973. The practical life of the confluence age is worshipped in the form of a deity. So when will that happen? It is the praise of this time, and so it should exist at this time, should it not? Will you become like this in the golden age? There, everyone will be happy, and so who would say that a particular one is always happy? It would only be said at this time, would it not? Those who are not always happy would themselves say that a certain one is always happy. Are you such an image who is performing such actions in a practical way? You are smiling now as you are listening to this, that is, as you are realizing this. However, to what extent are you smiling? It is because you realize this that you are smiling. So in the same way, because of your realization and of checking your actions every day, when you're asked anything, you can instantly give a reply. At present, you still have to think whether to raise your hand or not. Why do you not raise your hand with intoxication? Why do you have to hesitate? What is the reason for this? So in the same way, when anyone comes in front of you, put your perfect form into practice, not just into words, but into practice. When they go in front of your non-living images, they consider those to be elevated and very easily consider themselves to be degraded sinners. In 1 second, they're able to have a vision of themselves. The image doesn't tell them that they're degraded, but they themselves have a vision. In the same way, those who come in front of you should experience for themselves the difference between what you are and what they are. You have to create this stage, do you not? When will you have this stage? Will it be when the course of knowledge finishes? It is now the revised course. Is it being revised in theory or in practice? The course should also be completed in a practical form, should it not? Or will the practical form be visible when the revised course finishes? What do you think? Are you waiting for this? Do you think that when the time comes, everything will be all right? When did you have this class? In order to intensify your efforts, do you create plans according to your capacity? Or will you continue to move along as you receive ready-made plans? BapDada always sees that the Madhuban Nivasis are a sample in front of everyone. To be continued. Om Shanti.
यही है तमन्ना बने बाबा तुम सा चले साथ घर को घड़ी ऐसी आए यही है तमन्ना बने बाबा तुम सा
यही है तमन्ना बने बाबा तुम सा चले साथ घर को घड़ी ऐसी आए हमें तो वतन की बहुत याद आए हमें तो वतन की बहुत याद आए किस काम की है पुरानी ये दुनिया बड़ी प्यारी है वो निराकारी दुनिया
विदेही बनेंगे प्रभु संग चलेंगे परम शांति आनंद अनुभव करेंगे
देखो इशारों से कोई बुलाए
देखो इशारों से कोई बुलाए
हमें तो वतन की बहुत याद आए
हमें तो वतन की बहुत याद आए मुद्दत है गुजरी बिछड़े वतन को मिला क्या यहाँ पर लगा करके मन को
ये तुमने बताया हुआ खेल पूरा जगत का ये नाटक रहा न अधूरा
यहाँ की नशे कोई अब जी को भाए
यहाँ की नशे कोई अब हमें तो